to meet you here on the last lecture of the event. Hope you have a great time here. So, I'll speak today about dominating influencer marketing. And my name is Dmitry. I'm working for game industry for the last 6 years, and previously I worked in different game development companies. And for the past 2 years, I'm working for Chartboost. And maybe you're familiar, Chartboost is an ad marketplace which help developers to monetize and promote their mobile games. And last year, Chartboost acquired Rooster, and Rooster helps developers to connect and collaborate with YouTube influencers and track the campaign performance. And so I'll be glad to share our experience with all of you. So, there is a force that gives mobile game developers power. It's an energy created by certain types of people. It's around developers. It affects the purchase intent of every customer. No, it's not the force from Star Wars. It's gaming influencers. And YouTube and Twitch video creators, otherwise known as influencers, have become the premier source for information on mobile games. And I'll provide you with everything you need to know to master influencer marketing. I'll explain why it's so hot right now and reveal what games YouTubers want to showcase and provide some influencer marketing tips. So, mobile game marketing strategy of building audience through paid acquisition has pushed costs into the stratosphere. Today, even the great games are realizing that they need a more innovative marketing strategy to compete. And now one of the most powerful tools is influencer marketing. And here are the 4 trends driving the growth of mobile influencer marketing. So the first one is that traditional user acquisition costs are crowded. So the 2 traditional channels for mobile user acquisition have been the App Store and mobile game ads. But the value of being featured in app stores has declined, and mobile user acquisition costs have risen. The problem today has been that attempts to create discovery outside the App Store have failed, and mobile video is the first channel that has provable traction. So games like Agar.io, Clash Royale received millions of views as a reward for their fresh and entertaining gameplay. And the second one is that video has an engaged and growing audience. So YouTube is quietly becoming great for mobile gaming. The network statistics show that 90% of mobile gamers have to YouTube for gameplay tips and app discovery at least once per week. And streaming is also growing quickly. Mobile-only sites like Mcord or Mapcrash see a rapid expansion in views and channels. Also, right now, YouTube is the place where gamers go shopping. YouTube acts as a useful research source for gamers to take a look at the games they ever heard about or seen elsewhere. And Let's Play and gameplay videos serve as a long-tail advertisement for the game they cover. And these videos convince gamers to play for months or years after they are created. And right now, some paid campaigns lead to organic coverage. According to Rooster's data, we found that 30% of views come after the end of a paid influencer campaign. So here are some numbers about influencer marketing. And this infographic includes useful stats to help you see the power of YouTube and influencer marketing. So I would like to mention that the average conversion rate, which we can see, it's about 25%, so it's conversion from click to install. And also there is approximately 1-to-1 correlation between the amount of subscribers and views for game videos. And mobile developers looking for alternative ways to promote their mobile games, and they would be crazy not to think about YouTube. So Ponos, a mobile game developer based in Japan, recognized the power of YouTube early. Tapping into the power of mobile game influencer on YouTube has been a key marketing strategy for the studio, particularly for their quirky tower defense game, The Battle Cats. So YouTube video, both organic and paid, have helped them to reach about 25 million downloads worldwide. So how did Ponas use YouTube to reach it? Firstly, the most important was their approach. They created an influencer-specific campaign. They tried to recognize authenticity and identify the right influencers. So one of Pona's most successful partnership has been with YouTuber star I Have Cupquake, who has got about 4.6 million subscribers. It worked because her personality fit well with the nature of the Battle Cats. And finding that kind of match is tough, but it's key to success in influencer marketing. Moreover, running large-scale YouTube campaigns also led to the growing of organic videos. It proves that once the game gets played on a platform like YouTube, others will join in to stream the content too. And also, of course, for Ponas, it was enormously important to leverage targeted channels. And here is one of the example of the campaign. So their main budget was $50,000, and the campaign is resulted in 27,000 clicks, about 11,000 installs, and the average install rate was about 40%. So here I should mention that we counted installs by the tracking link, which was added to the YouTube description, because right now it's like the only way to measure the amount of installs. But also all the developers mentioned that a lot of players just look through the App Store search to find the game, and they just don't click the link. And video personalities are the new stars of the gaming scene. Fans gather to watch them playing mobile games online. And the more people see a game being played enthusiastically on YouTube, the more likely they are to download that game. It translates in more users playing, and especially highly engaged users who spend. Not all games are developed to being watched on the internet. Here I'll share what types of games and gaming mechanics are the best for the influencers. So, in-app purchase perks are enormously important. So influencers can show items to get people excited about investing in the game. So people want to see the stuff in the game they don't have. So if YouTuber make a video showcasing something in the game, people get to know if they should invest money in that game to get the same perks. And some of the developers are convinced that streaming games is a new genre itself. In order to be stream-friendly, mobile games should focus on having higher replay value. If there are multiple ways to beat a level or dominate in a multiple setting, viewers will come back to see influencers try different things. The third one is that games that do best for streaming broadcasters are those that allow competitive and cooperative play. Single-player games do well enough the first few days after streaming, but don't offer enough variety to keep viewers coming back there for. And while strategic multiplayer features are critical to the success of any streaming mobile game, it's also possible to find an audience with a single-player game if it's tied to some strong or established IP. That can allow the influencers to create a special bond with the character and keep their audience entertained. And games with decked digital cards like Hearthstone or those with various bases to defend, like Clash of Clans, are popular gaming videos because they allow YouTubers to teach players how to best utilize the customizable content. And it's impossibly important to know how to work with the influencers. YouTubers and indie game developers are a lot alike, because you both create something you love while building a business in the process. As YouTubers become a key channel for mobile game marketing and user acquisition specialists, it's important for game creators to actually understand who they're working with, the people behind the handle. So Chapman, aka Generic, I'm not sure if you are familiar with all YouTube stars, advise devs to be selective about who they pitch. So you have to target the right person. By researching a video creator's interest beforehand, devs can save time and, which is more important, you can save money by focusing attention on influencers who might cover your games. And YouTubers can get busy and are not always easy to reach. So they might be out and about on an event or just waiting for a video to be uploaded. And to reach them on the go, a short, sharp pitch is often more effective than a lengthy note, especially since they'll likely be reading on their phones. And the best way to capture YouTubers' attention is with personal touch. BP posts and other influencers get many requests irrelevant to their interest and style. Standing out means having a real interest in working with them. So try to be genuine. And despite all the talk about how valuable influencers are, some influencers still struggle to get game codes from the developers. So companies should therefore look for ways to open channels of communication. For example, making contact details more available on the site may help. And so that's mainly it about the influencer marketing, and I would like just to summarize everything what I told you. So how to make game influencers want to play. So firstly, think about showing in-app purchases perks. Don't forget about high replay value, and just think about developing competitive or cooperative gameplay. And the last one, try to work with established IP or just to build your own one. And here are the tips for successful partnership with YouTubers. Try to pitch shortly. Please be genuine with the YouTubers. Try to be as open as possible, and please do your research. And now you have the tools you need to dominate your influencer marketing. Thank you. If you've got any questions, I'll be glad to answer.